Ladies, if you're single and you're thinking about dating a divorced man, let me tell you the one thing you need to ask him to make sure if he's the right divorced man to be dating. If you're on a date, he might be telling you that he's been divorced on maybe the second or third date, maybe even the first if he's feeling really frisky. Now, in most scenarios, there is no good or bad guy to divorce. It's just two people happening to get a divorce. But what if he's actually the bad guy? What if this woman divorced him for a reason? All you need to do is ask him, what would your ex-wife say is the reason why you got divorced? How he answers that will reveal if he is a red flag or not. Good luck out there, ladies.
Well, considering that women file 80% of the divorces in this country, even 90% if she's college educated, this is based on the statistics. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he says, really, because women file the majority of divorces, and they often cite irreconcilable differences, which I've told you on a number of occasions just basically means you became a simp. Right? At the end of the day, that's what that means. It really doesn't mean anything else. However, if you are a divorced man, point of this coaching video is if you are divorced, which many of my followers are, not all, you should not be looking for a divorced woman, especially to marry, much less date, because this is what you're going to get, right? You're going to get these pop quizzes, these interrogations. You're basically going to get your ex-wife 2.0, right? And if you like being treated like a little boy, if you like being under the thumb of a tyrant, then hey, by all means, go do that. What I advise my clients, my students, my subscribers that are divorced is never, ever, 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 ever marry a divorced woman. Why? You do not have to, okay? Because you don't have to. You don't have to settle for a divorced woman. You can get a younger woman, A, first of all, right? And B, a woman who has never been married. You might think, oh, but I'm divorced, because no. This is where the double standard, benefits you when it comes to women getting divorced versus men getting divorced. When a woman gets divorced, most men do not like that, right? Even the ones who settle for some of these women and are foolish enough to marry them, it's because they're in scarcity. They have no training. They don't value themselves. They don't really have any other options, so they do it, right? But if you're following my channel, you know better, right? You know better. Most younger women could care less if you have a child. Most women could care less if you've been divorced, that are younger. I'm not going to talk about these older bags. I'm talking about younger women. Most of them could care less. A lot of them don't even want to have their own kid. So they'll be like, oh, he already has a kid. Cool. He's not going to try to hit me up to have a kid, and we can just enjoy our lives. And I don't mind coming in as Instamom and helping raise his child. A lot of these younger women, hot women, will do it. They will happily move into the home that you once lived with your ex-wife and help raise your child. Even having never been married herself, having never had kids herself, she will do it. So guess what? You don't need to settle. Many of my students have been able to pull that off. So you don't need to settle for these. Just because you're a divorced man thinking, oh, I have no more options, I have to settle for a divorced woman. No. You don't have to, right? Because, like I said, younger women, a lot of them do not care. I would say a good majority of them don't care. Some will, but most of them don't. It's not like with men where it bothers us if you've been divorced, if you've already done this number with somebody else, if you've already had a family with somebody else, if you've had kids with somebody else. We don't want to be raising Chad Jr., so it bugs us. Whereas for women, they don't care, right? So you don't need to settle for this attitude. She's sitting there. You got to love how these 45-year-old plus divorced women get on their social media and act as if they're still the buyer, right? Like they could be pop quizzing you like, okay, why did she divorce you? Okay, I got 10 other questions that I want to interrogate you on, mister. So you're just going to sit there and answer them. I'm like, get off, man. You're wasting my time, right? You need to qualify yourself to me. This, not the other way around. Do you realize how old you are now? Exactly. Okay, next clip. All right, here we go again. Another one.
Here's how to date a man who's separated. First rule is not to date a man who's separated. If you happen to be interested in a man who's separated, here's the scoop. Don't date him exclusively until he is not legally married. The divorce process can become really sticky, so if he's headed to a divorce trial, for example, it can get
First of all, she needs to fix her mic. She's just, yeah, I advise not buying these $5 mics off Amazon. And second of all, she's talking about how you should never date a man who's been separated, he's still legally married. And in the same breath, I see these same dating coaches completely telling women the opposite, right? And telling them that, hey, it doesn't matter if you're not divorced yet. Go ahead and start dating. You should. You should, girl. Get a head start. Go out there, and, get yourself a new boyfriend before you're divorced.
Extremely stressful for him, and he's going to ultimately back away, especially if anything else adds pressure. He's already under so much stress related to the separation, heading toward divorce, and so any extra pressure from a relationship, which ultimately will start to add pressure to him as things get more serious, is going to cause him to get into freeze and overload. You can become his support system. Even if you think you're a rebound person, you can become his one and only ultimately if you just take it easy, keep your expectations really low, go extremely slow, and be careful not to add any additional pressure into what he's already going through.
What? The only point I'm going to make here is it's always these 40-year-old plus women that are trying to sell these women on the fact that you shouldn't be dating a man who's separated, don't date a divorced man, and if you do, look out, ask him about the red flags. No, you have no buying power in this, and my job is to wake men up, especially divorced men and my divorced followers, that you do not need to settle for a divorced woman, much less should you, because your chances of going through another divorce are pretty high, right? If you get with another divorced woman and you as a divorced man, I mean, your chances of divorce, if you hook up with a younger woman who's never been even married, are much, much lower, right? And you can look up the statistics on this yourself, but it's much lower if you hook up with a chick who's never been married, and this is why they have a lot of guys who will, especially guys who come into money during their marriage and say they divorce their wives, or even if she divorces him, they will go out and get themselves a trophy wife. So now is your opportunity as a divorced man to go get yourself a trophy wife, because like I said, most of these women who are younger will not care of the fact that you have a child or the fact that you have been married before and it didn't work out. They just don't hold all of this, all of this hesitation that men would hold if we were in that situation dealing with a married woman, previously married woman with kids in tow, right? But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out here with the Lamborghini. Yes, it's my Lambo. Go to Matt Cross Official, my IG, see the entire process of me purchasing this vehicle. Took about 2 months to close, and the same guy who delivered my DeLorean also delivered my Lamborghini. TJ at Florida Exotic Transport. If you ever need to transport a muscle car, exotic car, he's your man. So very excited about this vehicle. It's actually a pretty rare find. It's Rossifesto Red, which is one of the rarest colors for Lamborghini. It's a $14,880 option, believe it or not. I was on a hunt for one for over 2 years, just like I was my DeLorean. Finally found one. It's got super low miles, 11K, not bad. And we're going to be featuring this car a lot more here on the channel for many years to come. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Whew. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. It hasn't dried yet, but I'm still putting this on there. It's my IG tag. But as always, gentlemen, make sure you smash that like button. Smash that like button below. Do it for the Lamborghini and the DeLorean. I still have it, by the way. I'm not selling the DeLorean. I'll probably keep this car for a little bit, but DeLorean is going to stay. So we'll get the DeLorean back on here pretty soon. But enjoy the Lamborghini. And again, smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there into the world and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world now are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we are making it happen every single week. And I want you to become one of us. I want you to join us. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me in Mastery. So take advantage of it. It's the best way to support my work. If you love what I'm doing here, if you love what I'm teaching you here, and you feel like I've added value to your life, this is the best way to pay me back. Get into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months of Mastery. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out with the Lambo. Till next time. Whew, so sweet.